stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we invite Mr. Mark Hemans for the opening prayer.
Let us bow our heads while I pray. Great God, everlasting Father, we thank you, Lord, for this precious opportunity where we can gather, Lord, to take part in this momentous occasion. We thank you, mighty God, for the privilege of being medical students. I pray, mighty Father, that may we not take this for granted, but may we work diligently, O Lord, every day to better ourselves, keeping in mind our ultimate aim and our ultimate goal, which is to become phenomenal doctors. I pray, mighty Father, that you'll be here with us during this ceremony. In a marked and special way, Lord, I pray, Lord, you'll touch our parents, touch our support groups that we have, Lord. I pray, mighty Father, that you'll touch our baskets, Lord, that it may be full, Lord, full of blessings, full of academic achievements this year, Lord. May it be filled financially, Lord. I pray, mighty Father, that you help us to grow from strength to strength. We understand, Lord, that you're the God that brought us into this program. And therefore, mighty Father, we are confident that you will bring us through this program. I pray, God, you be with each and every one of us. Help us, oh God, to stay the course. Help us, mighty Father, so that we may become the best doctors that there ever was and ever will be. I pray, Lord, that you enable this group, Lord, of class of 2026 to be a group of doctors, Lord, that move barriers that have been set. I pray, mighty Father, for great achievements that shall come from this class. These are our mercies I ask. Lord, those things that I fail to ask, fail not to grant them, for my knowledge is limited, but yours is infinite. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
What a powerful prayer to start this evening's proceedings. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the MBBS class of 2026 official pinning ceremony. Yeah, that's right. This is a moment to clap. It is my honor, utmost pleasure to be here hosting this ceremony with you all. My name is Deidre Wadsworth, and I will be your host this evening. At this time, I'm going to invite the Dean, Professor Minerva Thame, to come and, of course, give greeting.
our host, Ms. Wadsworth, our program director, Dr. Annette Crawford Sykes. In her absence, I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Charlene Brown, the Stage 1 coordinator, the president of the MBBS class of 2026, Mr. Mark Anthony Davis, and I'd also like to acknowledge our guild representative, Mr. Brad Bond, who is here. Class of 2026 and other members of the MBBS program, welcome. Good afternoon to you all. Thank you very much for inviting me to bring greetings to this year's pinning ceremony for the class of 2026. The pinning ceremony is the rite of passage that marks the student's transition from the study of preclinical to clinical health sciences. It is an opportunity to celebrate the accomplishment and transitioning to the clinical stage of your study. It symbolizes clinical service and dedication to your patients, and it represents a contract for excellence in providing compassionate patient care. This pinning ceremony encourages new healthcare professionals to begin your education by upholding the highest value and standards of your profession. The pin symbolizes and serves as a visual reminder of your oath and commitment to providing high quality care. The pinning ceremony has roots from as early as the 12th century, when the knights who aided the sick and infirm, they were given a Maltese cross to wear. This is a special day for you when you celebrate with your families, celebrate with your friends. This period, which has just passed from March 2020, has been a difficult one, I agree, as you were forced to move to not online, but remote teaching, and it was difficult, we know. At the best of times when you enter university life, it's difficult, but they sort of threw you into a tailspin, which you were not expecting. However, many of us didn't like this remote emergency learning, how we delivered it. And we know that most of you did not enjoy it. But this too has ended, and we have embraced us going back face to face and engaging in what medicine really is, where you will become apprenticeships, working alongside with other professionals as you learn your trade. So we are here this afternoon as a symbol of your dedication and your perseverance and celebrating your achievements with you. Every crisis, as this pandemic was, must be seen as a way of you learning and getting stronger. The experience would have taught you how to develop strategies to survive and to succeed. Take these experiences with you. As you return face to face, I'm sure you would have developed a lot of new friendships. And these are friendships that will take you throughout your lifetime. Cherish them. You have entered a profession of service, and you must do so with pride and humility. Remember to listen to your patients and show compassion. Be patient, answer their questions, as no question is stupid or trivial. Remember to behave in a professional manner at all times. And remember to go that extra mile, which sometimes makes a very big difference and becomes etched in the minds of your patients. As you continue to grow and to develop in your career, you will meet many adverse events. Some of these will stall your progress, but always remember, it's not how many times you fall, but that you find the strength to get up and to keep going. I wish you all the best moving forward, and congratulations to you all on this special day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor. And at this time, to also give greetings, I'm going to invite the MBBS Program Director, Dr. Annette Crawford Sykes, to come and give her greetings.
Good afternoon, students. Professor Thame our dean, the guest speaker, Dr. Winter, colleagues who are also specially invited, students and other undergrad students, other MBBS undergrad students, and some of the sponsors that are with you, because I did see some persons coming with you. Good evening. Good afternoon. Class of 2026, good afternoon. This is an important day. I have not many things to tell you because I think Professor Thame read my speech and all the things we tell students who are transitioning to clinical years. So I'm going to add something very personal to the mix. And I'll say why I shared it at the end. So when I graduated, we did 2 years of internship, of which emergency medicine was not then yet a clerkship. We didn't have it in the program. So you did it as an intern for 3 months as well. And then you went into community medicine, community health for 3 months, yeah? And this was 1988, and we had a measles outbreak at the time. So I was in Duhaney Park Health Center looking after a little girl, she was about 4, who had been brought in by her grandmother at the time. And the little girl was actually quite ill, and I was sending her on to Bustamante Hospital for Children to be admitted. She was she was very ill at the time. And though measles per se don't kill you, if they're ill, they're not eating, they're dehydrated, etc. Things you will learn, yes? In this stage of your life, I was sending on. So I was just talking to the child, talking to the grandmother, explaining why I was sending the child onto hospital and that she needed to act promptly because the child was quite ill. And she said, the grandmother said to me, "But doctor, you're nice." I thought, sorry, we have met? I wasn't aware that we had met before. And she said to me, "Well, not really, but I'm asthmatic, and I am always at the emergency department at the Kingston Public Hospital, which is where I did my emergency medicine training and internship." And she said, "You're always cross." Anybody in Jamaica know what cross means? Oh, you're miserable. Always a quarrel. And I know, and I said, was I ever unkind to you? She said, "No, not at all." She said, "Not at all. You dealt with me fine, but you're always cross." And I said, in the moment, working at KPH with the patient that come in sometimes, it's hard not to be. That's what I said at the time. But that comment stayed with me. Here I'm telling you, years later, 30 years ago, because I had treated that patient well. But she had watched me dealing with other patients and felt that though I was looking after the patients and correctly and all of that, my attitude was wrong. That's what she, and in the moment, she told me, luckily for me, I had a second opportunity with dealing with her one-to-one with her own granddaughter to demonstrate that that was not always how I am. I say that to say, as you move now into the clinical part of your program, you are now going to be dealing with the humanity in every shape, sense, form, in every way you can do it. The rude, the very nice, the helpless, the hopeless, the inspiring. That's who you're going to come into. And you always have to remember that you, as the healthcare professional, as the doctor involved, you have to commit yourself to growing as well. You heard what the dean said? Listen to your patient. Be kind. Be compassionate. Perhaps I was kind, but not compassionate. Yeah? And I have had that thought to remain with me all my life, to always remember, be compassionate. all right? Very important. Clinical, you walk about in your white coats and you want everybody to know you're a medical student. Don't worry, they will. They will. So please do not go to the KFC with your white shirt and the stethoscope around it. They will find out. All right? They'll find out in due course. All right? You don't need to advertise it. But more than all, I would like you to concentrate on growing, developing into the quintessential professional. All right? That is what you're in dress, in speech, in compassion, in kindness, in helpfulness to your colleagues, in being a team player, all of that. And it does take you all that time. So I crave that you're committed to it, committed to that. Congratulations. It's a big step, but there are a few more big steps to go, yes? So enjoy the moment. Congratulations, and I thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Dr. Annette Crawford Sykes. And at this time, I'm going to invite the coordinator of the MBBS stage, Dr. Charlene Brown, to come. Oh, no worries. She's not here, but I know that she would have sent greetings similar. So once again, big up yourselves and congratulations on behalf of Dr. Charlene Brown. All right. I now invite the General Secretary of the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, Dr. Brian Kazara, to come and give his greetings.
Thank you very much. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, great. So I'm happy to be here. I want to acknowledge our Dean, Professor Thame, of course, Dr. Crawford Sykes, MBBS coordinator, Javon Winter, who's one of my colleagues at UHWI, Bradley Bond from the Guild, and everyone else here. I'm the vice president of the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association. I was secretary last time I was in this room, though. And but I would like to say I'm delighted to be here in a room of doctors, because though right now you see yourself as students, really, we're all along a scale, and we're all along a kind of evolutionary line. And in fact, you guys really are doctors to be. You're going to be doctors very shortly. Now, the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association is for doctors, and by extension is for you, because you will be doctors. And what I want to talk to you about is something that, a larger theme, and it's all about togetherness. I'm a senior resident in the Department of Psychiatry, so mental health is something that's very, very important to me. And one of the things that I think came out during this pandemic is the importance of togetherness and what social isolation can do to us. You don't need to be a psychiatrist to know that social isolation can be a very strong predictor of increases in rates of depression and anxiety, for instance. And perhaps some of you have experienced that firsthand. It is challenging, and truthfully, med school can be an isolating experience. And I also will come to tell you that being a doctor can be an isolating situation, but it doesn't have to be. And that's my message to you today. I want to encourage you guys, as med students, to, if you don't, and I'm not assuming you don't have this already as a class. I know that traditionally there is a strong sense of togetherness in the class. I know there's also a degree of competitiveness, but a degree of competitiveness that's balanced with also a strong sense of unity. Because truthfully, I don't think anyone that hasn't experienced med school can relate to what med school is like. And I say that with confidence, even as I speak to you guys that haven't gotten the full clinical experience yet. Even pre-clin is a very unique experience that most persons, I would say almost anyone that hasn't been in med school, can really relate to. So in that sense, you guys are already brought together, and there's already a shared experience and a shared set of common memories that you guys share already. I would hope that you guys have been doing a good job taking pictures. They're definitely going to come in use when you're graduating right here in this same spot in a couple years' time, and when you'll be doing your other ceremony, the oath ceremony. Now, when you guys are doing that oath ceremony and taking your fundamental steps to finalizing your position as physicians, that is when your involvement with the JMDA becomes a lot more concrete. Because really what the JMDA is we're an association, you could call us a trade union, that's there to represent doctors. And the reason why doctors need representation is because though it is a passion and though it is a calling, being a doctor is also truthfully a profession. And there are many things that we have to come together to fight for. Things like wages, leave, contracts. These things are in the back of your mind now, but they will be your realities in the future, right? And I know Jeff, as one of the doctors here, can relate to that. And so the same togetherness that I want to ask you guys to develop and continue to grow as students in order to deal with the challenges of today is the same unity that I want to encourage you guys to bring forward when you become doctors. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that you guys are going to be a set of compassionate doctors, the type of doctor that Dr. Crawford Sykes is asking us to exemplify and be like. I have no doubts in my mind about that. But also, we have to come together to ensure that we as doctors, are also cared for. We need to watch out for each other's mental health, and we also need to ensure that the various professional and industrial matters that arise, that we can come together, and we're much stronger if we work as a team. Just a bit of practical advice. I would advise, if you're not in a study group already, that you try and join one as soon as possible, because it makes all the difference. And even though I'm definitely not the coordinator of the MBBS program, it's been my observation that students who don't work together in groups tend not to always do as well. So I think that's just a very practical way of showing the importance of you guys coming together as a group. And we as a JMDA also hope to be there with you every step of the way, from your current position right now, as soon to be doctors, and also when you finally make those steps and become doctors. So we look forward to having you guys here. We're delighted to be with you at this moment in time, and we look forward to your involvement with us and our involvement with you as you go along the stage. All the best, guys. It's been my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice President of the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association. As he said, teamwork makes the dream work. So I really hope that you guys are actually in the study groups, and if not, it's never too late. At this time, I'm going to invite Bradley Bond, get it? No? Okay, that's fine. The medical sciences representative on the Guild to come and give his greetings.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Wadsworth, I believe. Wadsworth, my apologies. I couldn't have done that introduction any better. All right, so for those who didn't hear, my name is Bond, Bradley Bond. I just like introducing myself, don't worry. And good evening, everybody. Good evening to our members of admin who I work with closely. Good evening to the medical students here. I'm just going to do a short greeting. So, to be honest, I wasn't blessed with the privilege to have my pinning ceremony, As you can hear, my colleagues, we didn't get to take these pictures and, get to dress up in our white coats. Well, it was delayed, but not denied, And we didn't get to have this entire ceremony. But I just want to tell you guys that, this journey of med school, sometimes people say it's difficult, it's challenging, probably going to be one of the worst. Well, not the worst, my apologies. But one of the most difficult things you'll ever do. But I just want to tell you guys, to embrace the journey. I believe that we can find great or good things in anything that we do. I want you guys to aim high, because if you don't aim high, you won't be able to achieve it. And so, with that, I just want to reinforce the message that Dr. Kazara said. Let's do this thing together. Experiencing what I've experienced so far, I can tell you that it's better together rather than alone. I've had to learn that lesson, and I just want to impart on you guys. Find your friends, find a group, and let's make the best of this journey. Welcome to Clinical Studies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bradley. And to be fair, I've heard a lot of stories about clinical. So I hope that today just motivates you to stay strong-minded and positive, right? Yeah, you guys hear the stories too. I'm glad. All right, at this time, our final greetings will be from the president of the MBBS class of 2026, Mr. Mark Anthony Davis.
Dean of the Faculty of Medical Sciences, Prof. Thame, Deputy Dean, Dr. Annette Crawford Sykes, and all our distinguished guests and our host, right? Good evening, everyone, right? I would like to thank you all for helping us to commemorate this step in our journey, as well as I'd like to thank our very abled VPE, Angelique Pinnock, for planning and executing, as well as our able team, right? They've done a lot of work, so give them a round of applause, right? To enable us to have this ceremony today, right? So, to my family, the class of 2026, as you embark on the next phase of your journey to becoming a physician, I want to remind you of the incredible responsibility and privilege that comes with this profession. You have chosen a path that will not only shape your future, but also the future of countless patients who will rely on your knowledge, compassion, and skill to improve the health and well-being, right? It's normal to feel overwhelmed by the complexity and the demands of our studies. But I want to encourage you to remember why. The why behind your decision to pursue medicine. Every patient encounter, every difficult case, and every long study session is an opportunity to make a difference in someone else's life. Remember to take care of yourselves during this process. Medical school is a challenging time, but it's also an opportunity to learn, grow, and become a better version of yourself. Take time to rest, exercise, and connect with friends and family. They will be your support system during the tough times. As you progress through your education, keep in mind that you are not alone. Your classmates, your professors, and mentors are here to support you and help you achieve your goals. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. And I need to say that again, right? Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. As you move forward, remember that the ultimate goal is to become the best physician you can. With hard work, dedication, and perseverance, you will achieve your dreams. So stay focused and stay motivated. You are capable of achieving great things. I wish you all the best on your journey to becoming a physician. Thank you. Let me apologize. I'd also like to apologize to Prof. Dean and Dr. Annette Crawford Sykes. They have to leave. They have prior engagements. So we just want to thank them for coming here and speaking to us, okay? Thanks.
Thank you to everyone who had just greeted us. I want to welcome everyone who is here on the live stream. So sorry you couldn't be with us physically, but we're grateful to have you here as you celebrate this special moment with yours. And at a point in time, I wanted to be a doctor because of my last name, because I thought it was kind of fancy, like Dr. Wadsworth, seeing that everyone kind of like, can't pronounce it. But yeah, but that dream didn't make it far. But I'm glad to be here with those of you who still have that dream well alive, booming, and I hope that as you guys continue your journey, that the dream doesn't die, because we need our doctors. You save lives. Life literally ends, unfortunately, with death, but you can literally save us from that. And I think that's powerful. So we need our doctors, right? And we want to thank you for taking this step. Moving along the program, we have a wonderful performance in store by the Clinical Choral. So please put your hands together and welcome them. Okay, we'll come back to that. I would perform, but I don't think we're ready for that today. You know, I kind of sometimes a dancer, so I feel like I could. But we hold on. That's for the guest performance. But let's move along. Today we have a special guest speaker for you. And at this time, to introduce our guest speaker, I'm inviting Miss Shanique S.D. Campbell to come and read the introduction. Thank you.
Dean of the Faculty of Medical Sciences, Professor Minerva Thame, Deputy Dean of Teaching and Learning and or MBBS Program Director, Dr. Annette Crawford Sykes, MBBS Stage 1 Coordinator in Absentia, Dr. Shirlene Brown, our guest speaker, General Secretary of the JMDA, Dr. Brian Kazara, and our Faculty of Medical Sciences Guild representative, Mr. Bradley Bond. Members of the class of 2026, med siblings, family, friends, well-wishers, and of course our virtual audience, a pleasant evening to you all. It is my distinct pleasure and privilege to bring to you introducing our distinguished guest speaker, Dr. Javon Winter, JP. Dr. Winter attended the Kingston College, where he excelled consecutively as the top student of his year group, while being actively involved in service-oriented clubs. He did his medical training at the University of the West Indies, Mona, and maintained his love for service to others by juggling many hats between academia and community service. While at the University of the West Indies, he was a part of the UMona Guild of Students, Medical Sciences Committee, the UE Surgical Society Executive Body, the UE Guild Cultural and Entertainment Affairs Committee, and the American College of Physicians Internal Medicine Interest Group, ACP-IMIG. He also received the UE Student Award for Leadership in 2017 and 2018. Dr. Winter is currently a first-year resident in the Internal Medicine program at the University Hospital of the West Indies, and he wishes to specialize in cardiology or gastroenterology in the near future. He's affable and has a love for helping others. He also loves sharing knowledge, solving mysteries, and believes in striking a work-life balance. He also enjoys photography, traveling, and spending time with friends. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in giving a warm welcome to our guest speaker, Dr. Winter.
All right. Thank you, Miss Campbell and Madam Guest Speaker. Congratulations, class of 20. Is it 2026? I feel old. I'm from 2018, right? So a big round of congratulations to everyone for making it thus far. The journey is not yet over, right? I know some of you guys may be a little bit, well, I won't say disheartened or apprehensive, but you all made it thus far and the journey is not over, right? You have a little way to go, but you all make it to the end, right? So believe in that concept, right? And you all make it to the end, right? You all make it to the end? Very good. All right. So the medical journey is a roller coaster. Of course, a roller coaster is an up and down ride, right? So you have your good days, your bad days, but throughout the whole journey, you need to find time, right, to have fun and also study. Work hard, learn new stuff, because the goal of tertiary education, right, is to build your character, is to build yourself, to build your knowledge base. So it's not just about going to school, studying, right? You need to, as other persons mentioned earlier, you need to try to find time to have fun with family, friends, do stuff that you love. If you guys like to swim, if you guys like to sing, if you guys like to dance, if you guys like to do community service, right? Try to strike a balance in all things that you do, right? 50-50, or whichever way you want to do it. It doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, right, it's not all about academia, it's not all about fun. You guys are all in pre-clinical years, and I'm pretty sure you guys are all excited about clinical years. Am I not right? That doesn't sound too promising. You guys excited? Are you sure? Are you sure? All right, so this is your second year, right? Second year of medical school. How has it been so far? Interesting. Sorry, someone said interesting. Anything else? Stressful, tiring, what else? Online? Oh, online. Oh, yes. Ooh, COVID. So you guys started in an atypical year. So things are not how they used to be, right? But things are going back to normalization. Throughout medical school, as mentioned before, you guys need to find time to work well. Togetherness is important, right? You should not go to medical school and, how should I phrase it? No man's an island, right? So ensure you have study groups, ensure you make friends. You can't be in the class for 5 years and don't know at least 10 people. Impossible, right? I don't see how that makes sense, right? But throughout the journey, you will make friends, you make connections, and even after medical school, right, these same persons here will be the same person taking care of your parents, your family, other family members, sisters, brothers, etc., right? So throughout this journey, right, you will make connections, you'll make friends, you'll learn a lot, you'll build your knowledge base, as I mentioned, you'll develop a character, you develop your persona, you develop the person who you want to be, right? In the end, you may, at present, you may not know what you want to do. Some of you may say, oh, this medicine thing, enough for me, right? But it's a bit too early to back out, right? You have already been your second year. And, oh, that's so-and-so. I hope none of you guys don't plan on quitting, right? So, you have 3 more years, and just enjoy those remaining years. Ensure that you study, right? Study, eat, go to the gym if you want, exercise at home if you want, have fun, right? Throughout this journey, you, as I mentioned, you will face obstacles. People do face obstacles. In every year group, persons will come across certain things, and sometimes you said, boy, Jano, you know, I feel like this thing is not for me, right? But at the end of the game, remember, you're not supposed to give up. Persist and persevere, right? Endure, right? Endure, endure, endure. You guys are all strong. You guys have all made it thus far, and we're not going to make it to the end. We're not make it to the end? All right. Say it louder than that. You all make it to the end? Very good. All right, so a little bit tired and nervous. Some of you may not be too sure of what you want to do after medical school. Some persons may continue. Some people may yes, you have a medical degree, but some people may switch and go into business, right? People have done that. Some people may choose to do multiple things, and you can do that, right? There's no limits to what you can do, right? But at the end of the day, when you finish your medical degree, you open up several avenues, right? So you can do several things. If you want to be a cardiologist, if you want to be a pathologist, if you want to be a microbiologist, anything that you set your mind to, you can achieve. When you progress to 3rd year, that's your clinical years, you will be rotating through medicine, pediatrics, surgery, you may see things that you like, you may see things that you hate, you may see things that you say. You'll never catch yourself or do that, right? And in fourth year as well, you will be further exposed to other specialties that you may love, ONG, psychiatry, anesthesiology, radiology, etc. But throughout those times, that's when you'll build your clinical acumen, right? So currently, I have third years. Some of them were shy. Some of them, after like 3 weeks of being on the wards, like some of them are so vocal, right? Are more sociable, right? So don't be too disalarmed right now if, okay, you may think you're shy. You'll break out of that habit, right? Some people excel in preclinical years, but once you go to the clinical years, you may do way better. Some people do way better in the preclinical years versus clinical years, or vice versa. However, at the end of the day, set your mind to one goal, set your mind to a target, and you'll achieve that. Anybody here wants to be a cardiologist or wishes to? Or one person? Gastroenterology? It's not upper digestive. So the exam is rough. Eh? Oh, what about psychiatry? Mental health is very important, you know. Any psychiatrists? What right here? Very good. All right. What about ONG? Nobody? All right. Surgery, surgeon. Let me see surgeons. All right, cool. Right, so although you may want to do those specialties right now, your mind might change, right? Once you're exposed to other specialties during your third year, your fourth year, final year rotations, your mind might change. It also depends on your exposure, your interactions with the consultants, with other members of staff, right? Different things will factor, different things will change your mind in the end. But at the end of the day, you all will aim for the same degree, right? Remember, teamwork makes the dream work. You all want to become a doctor, right? So it doesn't matter, okay, if somebody gets distinction, somebody gets honors, if you graduate a pass. At the end of the day, you're all graduating to become a? To become a? Okay, very good. So, as mentioned, form study groups, form connections, build friendships, learn a lot, build yourself, build character. Because as you guys get older, as you guys progress, right, you'll need to know how to manage patients. Remember, patients are persons like you and I, right? And a patient are they rely or they confide in a doctor, right? So, yeah, different doctors, right? Some people may be shy, right? Some people may be confident in what they're doing, even in examinations. Somebody might be shy, but they're not saying the right thing. But a next student may be confident and saying about foolishness. But then that patient, right? That patient may be saying, oh, you know, so that doctor, that it might be a good doctor, right? So he may be confident, but you chat foolishness, right? And that happens at times. So better be wrong and strong. You understand? So be confident, and you develop this confidence as you progress through your time in medical school. Also, I want to point out, right? I'm not sure. Well, prior to COVID, things are different. I'm not sure if you guys do interactive things with your classes. If you guys go on trips, if you guys go on do activities. That still go on? No? Soon? At the first time you guys seen each other? Oh, okay. All right, so today may be the first time some of you guys are seeing your classmates. Back in my days, the room was a little bit bigger. The room was bigger. We had the whole of this lecture theater. I think it's 1 or 2, right? But as the years progress, they're decreasing the numbers. But yeah, have fun. Have fun in the rotations. Learn a lot. Develop clinical acumen. build friendships, as I mentioned. When you go to clinical years, trust me, you'll see a change, right? And for those persons who claim, say they might give up, or this medicine thing is not for them, your mind not gonna change, right? Your mind not gonna change. I'm expecting to see every single individual here in final year. Amen? 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 All right. And it's important that you excel, right? Study, be safe, work hard, exercise, drink your water, and have fun. I don't want to be long and winded, but congratulations, each and every one of you guys. Remember that you need to endure. Remember that you need to build relationships. Study hard. Can't stress that enough. Can't stress building relationships, right? No man's an island. Don't be selfish, right? If you have past papers or tomatoes, right? Share with your friends, right? Huh? Know that? Oh. Yeah, we don't know what that is. Oh, yeah, okay. Right, so remember, you're all in it to win it, right? So big up you guys, big up yourself, and be safe. Congrats, everyone.
Come on, stand this way. Okay, so on behalf of the MBBS class of 2026, I would like to thank you, Dr. Javon Winter, for taking time out of your busy schedule. We see that you literally just walked from the hospital to come to us, so we can see that you are truly busy, and we really appreciate you being here. We will take your words to heart, and we truly, truly, truly thank you so much.
All right, can you please give him another round of applause? And I know earlier when I had introduced the performance, there was a little snickering at the back. And I promise you guys that as the guest performer today, I have to hold it back. I know I have to have some tours across the world, you know, so I'm just gonna do a little thing for you all, and I hope that you enjoy. So this is called The Doctor's Poem. Welcome, my dear patient. Confide in me your suffering. My decades of long study and my hard work, exhausting training is always at your service, my friend. But understand this, I am not God, but neither am I the devil. My sleep at night, I give up, and my time with my family too. I sacrifice my own health sometimes in order to heal you. These sacrifices, I don't regret it, no, but understand this, my friend, that I am not God, but neither am I the devil. I shall treat your illness every night and day, but will you get well by it rather? I confess, I cannot say. What do you mean, you ask? And my answer is, my friend, that I am not God, but neither am I the devil. You may get better, your health vigor renewed, your eyes will then be filled with tears of gratitude. I do not deserve these tears. Please offer them to God, for I am not God, but neither am I the devil. I merely give you medicine, as my teaching would tell me to, but God is really the one who restores health back to you. He deserves the credit. Please understand this, my friend, that I am not God, but neither am I the devil. The same medicine that healed you may sadly, unfortunately, without warning, cause unfortunate events to another. Because the truth is, my friend, I am not God, neither am I the devil. But welcome, my dear patient. Confide in me your suffering. My decades of long study and hard work, exhaustive training, is always at your service. But understand this, my friend, that I am not God, neither am I the devil. So when I was looking up this poem, honestly, it was very hard to, oh, you're clapping? No, that's fine. When I was looking up this poem, honestly, I was thinking, okay, doctors have it pretty hard, right? And people don't really understand the extent sometimes as the sacrifices that you guys have to go through. And how many times when someone is sick, they may turn to you and be like, oh my God, thank you, the medicine worked, I'm so better. And you know, and you're just like, yeah, man, I'm happy for you. And then in some cases, that might not be the case for others. So you guys have to deal with the emotional and the physical health of your patients. That's a lot to deal with. So once again, I have to big up my doctors to be. Yeah, man, I love how you smile. Excited? Because it is that time where we begin to pin our doctors to be. All right. And we begin with Trevor Anike. Congratulations, Trevor. Following Trevor, we have Bradley Alexander. We now have Dane Adderley. Dane Adderley. All right, so earlier we had Trevor Aniki. We also had Bradley Alexander, and we just had Dane Adderley. Up next, we have Sergey Ambersley. Up next, we have Chanel Alain. So Chanel Alain. So for those of you who are watching from the live stream, they're being pinned by their sibling at this time. Now we have Shavana Anthony. Now we have Jamelia Anderson and Shanique Bailey. Gamelia Anderson and Shanique Bailey. All right, so we have 2 photographers here, so don't worry. So when I call both your names, you can just come down and you'll be fine. All right, guys? All right, so that was Gamelia Anderson and Shanique Bailey. Up next, we have Gianna Archie and Derry Balbosa. Up next, we have Jeremy Baker, Jeremiah. Thank you for hosting with me. I really love the support. Jeremiah. Any eye doctors? No? And Amelia Barker. Following these 2, we have Sarah Barham and Elisa Blair. This is the MBBS class of 2026 official pinning ceremony. Up next, we have Galen Bernard along with Serene Brown. All right. Danielle Brown and Chelsea Beno Sawyer. I can just imagine how the parents are crying at home. Yeah, because right now I'm teary-eyed and I have no child here. Thank you so much. And now we invite Jewel Buchanan and Michaela Campbell. All right, inviting Jamila Calvin and Shanique Campbell. Yeah. Awesome. Nathaniel Campbell and Jimmy Christian. Yes, salute, yeah. inviting Shakela Carty and Nkosi Clarence to come to the platform. All right, up next we have Kyra Christopher and Rashia Costly. And now we have Matt Dube. Cool. Thank you so much for making sure I got the pronunciation right, along with Josie Damius. Yeah. All right, inviting Javane Curry and Ashley Da Silva to the stage. Up next, we have Giovanna Daniel and Mark Anthony Davis. Test. Woo! All right. Inviting Rayshawn Dates and Alana Delpech. Did I get it right? I did. And for that pronunciation, I got it right. I deserve a cookie. Inviting Jacqueline Delavue. Right? All right, okay. And Lauren Doyle. Up next, we have John Pierre Dupchand and Christina Eccleston. Up next, we have Tasika Dunn and Louianne Ferguson. Up next, we have Shagri Farquharson and Brianna Foster. Kadash Flowers and Miss Cameron Fraser. Up next, we have Maya Francis and Amber Jade Gibson. Up next, we have Shamika Gentle, along with Kimberly Gordon. Up next, we have Akinde Gomes and Kadeen Grant. Inviting Alia Graham and Thalia Green to the stage. Yes, yes, wave, wave, wave. So if anyone can get me some tissue from the working team, because I'm actually very teary-eyed, this is a very special moment. So if anyone can get me some tissue, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Samantha Gray and the prayer warrior, Mr. Mark Hemans. Congratulations everyone so far. Now inviting Anna Deborah Halstead and Brandon Henry to the stage. All right, inviting Miss. All right, okay. So now we're inviting our next two doctors to be. We have with us Miss Zoe Hendricks and Mr. Kyle Hernandez. Giselle Henry and Nakea Horn. Up next, we have Jade Holder and Shamer Imaru. Up next, we have Jada Marie Hall and Kevon Kirkland. Daniel Johnson and Javon Lewinson. Following this pair, we have Lashawn Knowles and Tapisha Lewis. Up next, we have Kalila Lewis and Chanel Lyle. Inviting Crystal Lotsmore and Nika Macmillan. And Nika Macmillan to the stage. Stania McIntosh and Samoya Miller. Following this pair, we have Chanel Miles and Chelsea Mills. Awesome. Now we invite Miss Rihanna Morrison. Inviting Kezia Morrison and Nashoy Moulton. Rochelle Morse and Deborah Oduwegwu. Inviting Naya Nancis and Keronique Palmer. Up next, we have Alexis Onion. Yes, Lord. We have Alexis Onionior. Am I close? I'm trying. Onionior. There we go. Alexis Onionior and Simone Parker. Imagine having to go to your doctor. Wow. Yes. Now we have Chiara Peniston and Stefan Persad. Inviting Caliso Peters and Davel Phillips to, well, it's just Caliso Peters. So we're inviting Caliso Peters to the stage. It's so interesting how two very important persons to make this function happening are getting pinned at the very same time. Inviting Miss Angelique Pinnock and Miss Gabrielle Powell to the stage. trust me, they worked really hard for this to happen. So congratulations on a successful event and congratulations on being pinned. Following, we have Miss Westmoreland Festival Queen herself, Miss LaShawn Redwood, along with Shantae Robinson. One more pose. All right. Following this pair, we have Miss Shanice Robinson and Senika Roll. Love these doctors' names, you know. Patients will have a hard time getting them right. All right, inviting Miss Joelle. You need just come back for a second, but on this side, we're going to just ask Demel Russell, hi friend, to be on stage. And now we invite Miss Joelle Rowe to come on stage. We now invite Tanisha Samuel and Morgan Sewell to the stage. All I can say is that Chevanese is excited because I can see the smile, every single part of that smile from all over here. Invite Miss Chevanese Shirley and also Miss Hanover Festival Queen, Miss Marika Shaw. For all the siblings that are pinning, I can just imagine the anxiety of getting it right in the short space of time. All right. Woo! We invite Jenny Simon and Nastasia Singh to be pinned at this time. All right. Inviting Janelle Spencer and Mr. Stephen Smith, or just Janelle Spencer. earlier specific sibling, I won't say who said, "I'm nervous," when they're attempting to pin their sibling. Don't worry, guys. You guys got this. No pressure. Up next, we have Joshua St. Just and Delmar Squire. Now we have Ariel Stone and Urcha Stapleton. But hold on a bit, Urcha, but go ahead, Madam Stone. Now Miss Stapleton. Winding down to our last few doctors to be this evening. Inviting Sharika Tobias and Sion Sutherland to the stage. This is the MBBS class of 2026 official pinning ceremony. Up next, we have Winston Walters and Tyler Otto, or Utah, right? Now inviting Andres Watson and Tony Ann Ward. And we're down to our final two or three. So first we're inviting Annalie Williams and Monique Watts. And our final doctor to be, we invite Ashira Williams. So tell me, how you feeling? About the pinning ceremony. How you guys feeling? Feeling official? Feeling nice? I know. Congratulations, guys. Please to give yourselves a round of applause. All right, but we're not done. We're not done. We're not done. So for all our beautiful doctors to be that have not been pinned, don't disappear, my love. You're one of them. Come along, come along. Is your sibling here with you? Okay, no problem. And your name is Seymour. You know, that's okay, right? So let's go again. So your name is Duncan Parks. Let me be all official. Now inviting to the stage at this time, we invite Mr. Duncan Parks to be pinned. Just a couple more? All right. We'll just have a couple more persons to be pinned. Right. So just one more person and I guess that's it. All right. So I know that we really want to go 2026, but imagine not having that feeling you had a while ago. So to be fair, we're just going to give them, your siblings came to pin you. Make them get their little pin, oh God. So we're just gonna, yeah. So it's a big moment for the class of 2026, ladies and gentlemen, as we now extend this pinning ceremony to them. We now invite to the stage Sarah Fami to be pinned. So if this is the first time in history we're having a double year pinning, y'all made history today. Thank you all for being so considerate. Following, we have Jordan Jones. Yes. It's a big moment. He says he's looking fantastic, bro. Woo! So we have the fans here, the family and friends cheering on Jordan. And now Jordan is going to pin Peter John McDermott. Yeah. Okay, up next, we have Nia White. Wow, Nia is so elated. Woo! Go Nia. Congratulations, Nia, and following Nia, we have, and that is it seems. And that is the end of the very short but sweet pinning ceremony of the class of 2025. And giving the vote of thanks from the class of 2025, we invite Dr. to be Duncan Parks.
Good night, everyone. On behalf of 2025, I'd just like to thank you all for allowing us to do this, and thank you guys for coming, and yeah.
So earlier when I did a check-in, right, and I asked you guys how you guys felt about the pinning ceremony, a very beautiful young lady in the audience said, I think it's a success award starting with H, and I feel like a lot of you are feeling that one. It was you? It was you, not you, but yeah, right. So don't worry, we're actually unfortunately coming to the end of this wonderful, wonderful ceremony. And at this time, I'm going to invite Miss Kara Christopher to come and do, Kira Christopher, to come and do the vote of thanks. Madam Doctor to be, yes, yeah.
Faculty of Medical Sciences Dean, Professor Minerva Thame. Deputy Dean of Teaching and Learning and MBBS Program Director, Dr. Annette Crawford Sykes. MBBS Stage 1 Coordinator, Dr. Charlene Brown. Guest speaker, Dr. Javon Winter. Vice President, of the JMDA, Dr. Brian Cazzaro. Faculty of the Medical Sciences Guild Representative, Mr. Bradley Bond. Family, friends, class of 2026, my fellow classmates. Good evening to one and all. My name is Kira Christopher, and I am the Public Relations Officer for the class of 2026. This evening, on behalf of the executive and my fellow classmates, I've been tasked with the responsibility of showing appreciation and gratitude to all the persons who would have contributed to this amazing ceremony in some way, as well as to our journey from first year to now being pinned. We want to firstly thank God for bringing us to this point in our medical journey and for giving us the strength and endurance needed to survive the roller coaster that was first year to be able to stand here today. To our family, friends, and med siblings that have been supporting us so far on our journey, thank you for all you have done. Whether it's financial, emotional, or spiritual support, we appreciate any way that you have helped us up until this point, especially our med siblings who would have been guiding us through the program successfully for the past year and a half. We want to thank MITS and the Faculty of Medical Sciences, especially its booking, facility management, and IT department, for granting us the permission to use this building, as well as for assisting us with the live streaming of this momentous occasion for our friends and family that could not be here with us today. Dr. Javon Winter, thank you for your words of encouragement bestowed on us. I can assure you that we have all heard your words of wisdom and will hold it in our hearts as we continue to journey along through med school. To our in-house photographer, Shanique Campbell, for producing the beautiful pictures seen projected here today. And to, yes, you can clap. Yes. And to Joel for willingly agreeing to take our photos this evening. Thank you. Well, Joel and team. To Wayne's Tailored Foods for the delicious food we'll be consuming this evening. Yeah. Yeah. I know we're all hungry, so yeah. Right? To Witter's promotional ideas and designs for our pins and memorabilia, and Lush Gardens events and catering for transforming Lecture Theatre 3 with their gorgeous decor. Thank you. To our beautiful and eloquent host, Deidre Wadsworth. Yes. Thank you for carrying us through our ceremony successfully. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Members of the External Affairs Committee and the Treasury of the Class of 2026 Executive, thank you for the work you've been doing behind the scenes. A special shout out to Angelique once again, our Vice President of External Affairs. Right. And to the members of the Class of 2027 Executive, thank you for agreeing to assist us this evening with the ushering of this program. Yes. We could not have pulled off this ceremony without all of you, so we are truly grateful for the contributions you have made. We hope that you would continue to remain invested in our journeys, and we assure you that we'll continue to make you proud as we journey along through med school. So thank you all and have a pleasant evening. Thank you.
So, after making it through FDH, cell biology and REST, FDT, you know, it shows more and more that I'm here, that I'm from humanities, right? Enjoying your last free summer. To be at this point of being pinned is no easy task. So for the final time this evening, congratulate yourself by giving yourselves a round of applause. Now, after today and looking forward to many courses like digestive, yeah, we wish you all the best. Once again, congratulations, class of 2026. And yeah, that's you, girl, yeah. And all the best moving forward. This was my pleasure. Honestly, I really wanted to cry a lot. I'm not going to lie. Really proud of you guys. I don't know most of you at all, but I'm sure that your family and friends at home are really, really proud for all the sacrifices, all the hard work. You're doing well. Don't beat up yourself. Just keep working together. I remember that teamwork is what makes the dream work. So remember, lean on me when you're not strong, and they'll be your friends, all right? So this was a lovely time. My name is Deidre Wadsworth, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Please remember, oh, yeah, that's right. And please do remember that there will be one beautiful class of 2026 photo to be taken right now. So don't just head off to enjoy Wayne's tailored foods, but remember to probably add a little extra lip gloss and pat the face a bit. So we're going to take one big, happy family photo. All right, guys, thank you so much, and all the best moving forward.